different kind of buzz. An exciting kind of buzz. From the court on campus to a beach near you. One net, one ball, game on. All sorts. From all over. A melting pot of good people. And one shared language. Serve, pass, set, spike. Big characters, big moments, bigger smiles. There's nothing really like it. Bold, competitive fun. And a welcome for everyone. Volleyball. Feel the buzz. It's a buzz.
There's always a chance you'll find the way. Seamus Heaney. The Irish are great wordsmiths. From world-famous poets to songwriters to authors. Our chosen words will connect the present with our heritage. National team players devise their vision for how they perform. Díogras, Brodú, Timonta, Loiger, Bachlitcha. This mission statement is emboldened across our uniform. With Ohm, the first written language of Ireland, connecting our heritage with our now.
welcome to Limerick on this wonderful weekend. It's the Volleyball Ireland Cup Finals weekend. UL Arena has come to life brilliantly. An opportunity to enjoy some of the very finest volleyball on offer on the island. A couple of teams that have made it through to the Women's Association Cup Final. Gardians and Santry Calypso go head-to-head. An opportunity for Santry Calypso potentially to defend the title that they won last year. Might not tell you who they beat last year because I've got Regina Halpin sitting alongside me for this women's final. Regina, it's great to have you along again, but much expectation, I suppose, on the shoulders of the Santry Calypso players.
Absolutely, they're coming into this weekend favourites, defending champions of the Association Cup. Yes, defeating UCD in a 3-2 battle last year, and I hope that we will have an equally competitive match here today in the University of Limerick. Guardians, though, are no strangers to success. They were back-to-back league winners, back-to-back cup winners before Santry Calypso came along and have, I suppose, taken the National League and the Cup by storm over the last 2 or 3 years, definitely cementing themselves at the top. Santry come into this league leaders, Guardians hot on their heels.
Well, that's it. I mean, ultimately, you're watching the top two battle for the Association Cup title here and now. So Santry in the blue, Guardians playing in the black with white trim. Liberos obviously in different colours.
Absolutely, yeah, and we have our 2 referees in place. Vinny, our Girona de Santos, and Grania Culleton, our second referee, both very experienced referees, and I'm sure very excited to get this game kicked off.
And set to get underway here and now. Ilaria Piacenza for Santry.
Nice flat serve there, but well passed in.
Good
Tip
block.
off the block.
Early call, Santry. Double touch.
Double touch there, yeah. I suppose Vinny, first ref, will want to establish a standard early in the game, so, you know, he'll decide what the standard is. He'll start calling handling touches on that, and usually when you see a handling touch called early in the game, it's more than likely down to some nerves.
And then an ace.
Ilaria has a fabulous serve. You'll just see it's so flat and it just dips at the last minute. She has caused all sorts of problems for teams across the league all season long. Very clever of Santry to have her as their first server to step up.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience there, Regina.
Absolutely. Another double touch called.
Yes. So you're right. I mean, certainly established the precedent really early on and has been firm with the calls. Well, this is a massive advantage in the early stages for Santry Calypso. They're out to a 3-0 lead in this opening set.
Deep serve. Ball chosen to be dug there. Ooh, little miss hit again. The team's just a little nervous. You can definitely see that coming off. Emma Byrne goes to swing. Well defended by the setter, Paula. Free ball opportunity here for Guardians. Emma Byrne passes that in. Again, Gedra choosing to dig set that ball.
And finally, Guardians on the board. And change of serve as well, and Gedra Gubite will serve for her side. Very much family affairs in the Guardians lineup. Oh, that's worked out really well. Chuchman it was, got up nice and high.
Yeah, a little bit of maybe a collision through the net there. Emma Byrne did well to come in and help with that block, but maybe just a little bit of contact through the net. You can't put your whole foot over the centre line, but half your foot can, and sometimes players do come in contact. Emma Byrne shaking that off there in that moment. Lovely pass in there by Daria. Really good option there. We had a backcourt middle serving, number 4 for Santry, Anna. And I suppose tipping that short, she come in to serve, just to run right up the court to defend it, just not able to keep it off the net. Clever play there by Guardians.
So now Daria Picos, whose mother is not unfamiliar to many, Dorota, former Polish international.
Absolutely, and Dorota on this team as well.
Yeah, it's so you got the Picos, you got Byrne and Gubite as well in terms of family affairs, mother and daughter and 2 sets of sisters.
Yeah, we've 2 sets of sisters on the court right now for Guardians.
Yeah, that's power. That's wonderful power, and it's paid off using the diagonal.
Yeah, Giulia Pangioni, she was a key player last year in the cup final. Really consistent player as well. Again, trying to target that backcourt setter, put the Guardians' defense, and then as a result, their offense under pressure. Giulia back to serve. Nice pass there. Another double touch. Uncharacteristic from Gedwe Gabuti. Like, that's a lovely pass. She doesn't seem to be under any pressure. Just, again, hopefully nerves. Hopefully we'll just settle.
We speak about the sisters, multiple All-Star winners, certainly standout players in their time in Ireland. Offered the line and takes it. That is sensational from Emma Byrne.
And now that's Emer Byrne. You'd be forgiven for being mistaken. They do look very similar, the long ponytails, and they hit very similarly. But yeah, again, they're choosing to set that ball out there, and Emer, once she's given that space, she can hit that high over the block and deep to that corner. Definitely a player that Guardians need to get into the game nice and early. Miss serve there by Guardians. They're having to work hard for every point here. They don't want to be giving away serves too easily.
Last year's MVP steps up to serve. Viridiana from Santry. Oh, some movement on the ball as well. That serve just put down straight away.
Dorota rotating into the front court now for Guardians. A lovely pass in by her daughter. Ball just dropping short there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like not the most powerful of hits, but just dropping short in front of the libero there. Emma Byrne back to serve. It's deep. Just contacting onto the ball there a little bit. Second miss serve in a row there by Guardians. Definitely feel like Santry have come out of the blocks a little bit calmer. Had a very winning season so far. They're used to taking control from the start. But you have to feel that Guardians just need to settle a little bit into this game. The overpass there punished by the middle there, Anna.
And the Churchman, yeah, she's certainly showing some intensity at the net. Just love the sporting spirit that we're seeing in the early stages of this tie, particularly from Santry Calypso. They lead by 4, 9 plays 5.
Set a little tight. They're choosing to tip it over. Going backcourt to Emma Byrne. Finding that cross-court shot. Giulia. Nicely dealt with by Guardians there. Ball a little bit off the net, but no problem for Emer Byrne.
Viridiana looking to recover that. Didn't have the defense to keep that in play for Santry Calypso. That's a great and powerful play from Guardians. They've got the power, they've got the experience, they've got great cohesion as well between the players, and that's an ace. Viridiana with another error.
And that's exactly what Guardians need there in that moment. They've missed 2 of the last serves. Emer Byrne going back just to steady the team now, bring the game to within 2 points. Another great serve, much better pass, but that's a double touch there by Paolo Rosas.
Yeah.
She knows straight away, no argument. Ball just not clean out of the hands. Emer Byrne taking every bit of court that she can. Serving nicely deep. That was looking like it was going out.
Oh, that's power. Piacenza. Just from that wide channel.
Yeah. Block just looked a little bit mistimed. You could see Dorota there just in the middle, kind of acknowledging that she was not quite there. But a great side out by Santry there. Last thing you want is to give Emer Byrne a run of serves. Just catching the top of the block.
Oh, miscued. Looking for that backcourt attack. Rosas teed it up. But Viridiana unable to find the finish for Santry, and they've gifted a point to Guardians here.
Yeah, that's the right option there. I just don't think Veery was on the move, maybe not quite ready for it. Definitely a good option in that moment, especially off that defense. But it was a good touch off the top of the block there by Santry. They are going to want to slow number 19 of Guardians down. Daria, definitely one of the most powerful hitters on the court at the moment.
Oh, there's some power again from the wide plate, Piacenza. She's got a very, very solid right arm, booming right arm that comes over and absolutely collects nothing but ball.
Absolutely, and again, really consistent player, really good at finding options on court. You know, wing players don't always get the prettiest balls, but she certainly makes the best of every opportunity. Emma Byrne really is looking for that backcourt setter.
Free ball opportunity here.
Absolutely.
Oh, and they make full use of it as well, do Guardians. Block wall set, but unable to prove effective for Santry Calypso. Both teams now in double figures, separated by 1. Guardians 10, Santry 11.
Libero Lucia Barota taking that pass on, and a perfect pass it was to a great opportunity to run the middle there. Great leadership there in the back row by Lucia.
We saw a couple of tentative plays in the opening stanza of this first set. As you would expect, I suppose, nerves. As I say that, it's a floated serve that floats well over the end line, the baseline.
Yeah, it looked like one of those moments where I think she went back and was like, all right, I'm just going to pop it over. And as soon as you pop it, it just like floats away from you. You know, got to pop it, but still got to swing through. Hall probably quite warm.
Well, she timed it perfectly to deny me the point that I was trying to make. Was it looked like the nerves had settled at that very point until that serve. But indeed, Santry Calypso play another big point.
Yeah, Giulia Fangini just clipping the block. You feel Guardians are setting their block. They're reading well, but just not quite penetrating over the net and shutting down those Santry wings. I think Julia and Ilaria, the wings for Santry at the moment, again, very consistent. Guardians are reading it. They just have to get that connection on the block. Definitely to give themselves an opportunity in this set.
Liska Chekova's checked in for Guardians. Oh, and that's boomed over the baseline. Emma Byrne. Emma's the elder sister, right?
Emma is the elder sister, Emer is the younger sister. Not much between them. Both players in the national squad. But yeah, just maybe misconnecting there, going a bit deep.
Timeout called.
I think Guardians rely a lot on the power in their squad. Like, you've got big hitters in Emma Byrne, in Daria. Like, they're really strong hitters, big, powerful hitters. Their game is definitely a little bit slower. And if Gedra can get the hands back in the game, you know, she's dig setting a lot. The pass needs to come in a little bit more so she can run those options a little bit quicker. That would be key to them pushing on in this game. Santry, dogged defenders, really consistent hitters in Ilaria and Julia, especially on the wing. Yeah, if Guardians are going to want to, if they want to capitalize on that power, they're going to have to speed it up a little bit. Lovely overhead pass there and a great set.
Oh, what a block. Manwaring from nowhere gets up nice and high. Jessie Manwaring. Yeah, that was sensational. Timed it perfectly.
Yeah, great weight. Waited for the hitter, didn't go with the setter. Clipping the net, helping out Guardians there. Much better swing there from Emma Byrne, but clip off the top of the net. That's a double touch.
Ball against Paula Rosas. The Santry Calypso captain.
Just maybe forcing that issue there, maybe trying to get Jessie, the middle for Santry, there in the game. She is a really strong hitter. They'll want to get her established. She hasn't had an opportunity to hit. So maybe just forcing the issue a little bit. Veery just going a little too far across. It's a good spot. Need to keep working it.
Yeah, looking for that diagonal play, just missing it there by some margin. Here's Chekova with the serve, over in one.
Lovely set there by DeRote at the middle. And a great swing by Emma Byrne. She seems to be hunting for that cross deep court into position one. Finally getting that kill. Nice out of system play there by Guardians. You know, Gedra defending, Dorota stepping up nice and calmly and setting that ball. Great work.
Trying to keep it alive here. Really missed out on the attack.
Just a little bit more height probably needed there. Just clip the top of the tape. Right decision for the libero to come in and take that, though. Definitely the best person to step in and take that ball.
So it's a good serving run here from Guardians. They've got themselves back at 15 all now. They were down by 3 at one stage. They now lead by 1. Guardians 16, Santry 15.
Yeah, again, Paola trying to run that quick behind, but Jessie, she is so tall and has such a big reach. She needs more height than that ball. Need to keep the speed, but give the height.
Very
There you go.
block. Monster block, Dorota. Pikush.
Yeah, you can see that nod of the head. She's like, right, I've got it now. And
This is the right play, the timeout call, break that scoring run of 5.
absolutely, absolutely. A great turnaround there by Guardians. You can see just a few small things needed to get settled. And what a way to cement that 2-point lead with the block. You can see Santry have had a few clips off the block and balls have been lost. But that set, not very wide. It's just a little inside the court. Definitely harder for VLY to find the line on that. And Dorota, you know, again, I've seen a few points where she's kind of shaking the head, like, okay, I nearly got it, now she's got it. So Paola Rosas is going to have to push that ball out wider if she wants to capitalize on that strength of her players, see if they can hit the line.
How about the quality of this Chekova serve as well? It seems to be producing results. And that's going to clip the line. So it will be Santry Calypso who get the point post timeout. We'll trail by 1 now.
Good work by Santry there, yeah, lovely pass in. And again, Jessie just finding the space. She's really good court vision. Not always all power, though she certainly can unlock it.
Fury with the serve.
Single block up there, and Emer Byrne capitalizes. Emma Byrne back to serve now for Guardians.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely deep serve to 1. Libero taking on that set. That's a good decision there. Little roll shot, well dealt with by the Libero. Oof. Santry choosing just to 1 block there. Oh, and it's just deep.
Just a little too deep, unfortunately, but great defense from Santry to keep themselves in the point.
Yeah, and you can see they're really backing their middle there. Jessie, again, you know, she's so tall. Paola Rosas choosing to come off the net in those moments and just leave a single blocker up. Again, Santry really backing their defense there.
So Churchman's back on.
Nice defense there by VLY. Good touch at the top of the block. Gedra goes for it herself, just not able to connect well. Dorota stepping in there. Oh! Do you know what? That is still a good error. I would say that is a positive error. Like, it was a lovely wide set. Emer Byrne just went for it, inches in it.
So close to finding that line. Wow.
Lovely overhead passing here. And she says, 1 block? You're going to give me all that space? Okay, grand. And again, I understand what Santry are doing there with 1 blocker. But if the set is that far inside, I feel like that middle player has to take Emer on more cross court.
Well, she's so good both down the line and diagonally. It's very difficult, literally, when you, to go up with 1 blocker, it's just going to offer her space if she wants to exploit that. That's excellent from Anna Churchman.
Yeah, well read. 2 blockers up there and good timing again. Just delaying a little bit on the block. Not going with the set ball, going with the player.
Tight game, 19 plays 19, first 25 in each of the sets, best of 5. If we do go to a decider, though, that'll be to 15,
That is
a
a
lead of 2.
Beautiful set. Sorry, I had to acknowledge it. I'm really glad to see that. That is a lovely fast set. That's exactly the Gedra that we're used to seeing. I want to see more of that. Lovely, nice and wide, and no bother. Daria just absolutely putting that away. And you know, we've seen a few handling calls early in the set. I really hope she feels settled now, because as beautiful, I want to see more of that out to the pin. Because again, I've said before, a lot of power on that Guardian side, but they'll have to play a little bit quicker if they want to beat that Santry block. Certainly more difficult when the setter is in the back row and you have 3 tall players in the front row. Paola Rosas for Santry, which is in the front row, seems to be stepping off and not contributing to the block. She's an amazing defender, so maybe she backs herself more to stay off. Again, playing to the strengths of the people that are on the court.
Just interesting noting the body language of many of the players. Santry Calypso seem to be a little looser. They seem to be a little more into it. They're feeling a vibe here, it seems, despite the fact that this is very much on a knife edge in this opening set. 19 plays 19. Guardians against Santry Calypso. Association Cup final for women.
We just had a replay point there. Not sure the reason, but little roll shot. It's tight. Now she's a backcourt player. Yes. Good job, Vinny. So what happened there? So Paola Rosas, she's in the backcourt. If you're a backcourt player, i.e. you're in the rotation of the back 3, if you jump in front of that 3-meter line and the ball goes over, that's an illegal attack. So that ball was set in tight. She tried to save it but couldn't do it, and the ball went over. Right idea. You know, there was a little bit of chaos there. It was great coverage off the block. The right idea by Paula to try and send that back away from the chaos, away from that waiting block of Guardians. But the ball just a little bit tight and a little bit low, not able to get it out of the hands cleanly.
So Guardians find themselves leading by 2. They're 4 away from the opening set. That's a good play. Melania Piacenza again. Showing real power down that right flank for Santry Calypso. Back to within a point now. 21 plays 20. Guardians still lead by 1.
And with Ilaria back to serve, you know, she gave her team a great 3-0 lead at the start.
Oh.
A lot happened there. Was it a block out? It was.
Yeah.
Super cover there by Gidra. Right and underneath it, just had the coordination to not get in the way of that ball. Players laughing through the net there, recognizing how difficult that was. Lefty there by Vera. Net touch.
Yeah, that was a magnificent scramble for Santry to keep themselves in the point, and then gifted the point effectively by Chekova. Net play. Net touch. Uncharacteristic error, but for Santry, they'll take it. They're still down by 1. 22 plays 21. Guardians lead.
Good recovery there. Nice, smart free ball. Oh.
And we're locked at 22. Right in the business end of this opening set.
Now, it's kind of a little frustrating there. It was really good. Like, when I was looking at that, I was like, Gedra is going to set to Daria. Like, she is the favourite there on the Guardian side. That's what she did. It was a great play. Super scramble by Santry. I think they may, I don't know if they recognise it, that she's the favourite. I hope they do now. But, you know, the set then from Paola, very little transition for Julia. And Guardians just didn't seem ready. Like, they were kind of expecting a free ball play. But I think what I would say about both Julia and Ilaria is that they hit everything. So you can't just expect a free ball. If it's high enough, even if they have no transition, they will like 2-step it and take a swing at it. And, you know, no opportunity to switch off there. I think they're both very dangerous and will try to get swings and everything.
Deep serve from Chuchman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a deep play from Daria Pitkosh.
Yeah, block not close there again. Have to recognise that she's the favourite. She goes back now to serve. Backcourt setters on both sides. 3 attacking options available for both teams. Ooh, that is a tricky serve.
And a critical point. This is 23-22 in the opening set. Guardians lead by 1. Viri goes left and goes good. 23 plays 23.
Yeah, set just drifting on the net, and Viri wasting no time, putting it away. Giulia Fangini back to serve. She goes to 1. Great decision. A lovely set. was clever there by Julia Fangini. She went to one. She wanted to make it more difficult for Gedra to set, but well able to handle that, and a great set out to the wing to Emer Byrne.
So, set point to Guardians, and timeout called.
Very little in this game. Santry, their previous timeout that they called, you know, they sided straight out. So I definitely back them to get themselves out of this. Looking at this lineup, again, you have a front court setter for Santry, only 2 front court attacking options. A very strong lineup there for Guardians. Who's your favorite? Right now, I would go Emer Byrne.
Oh, that is splendid from Jessie Manwaring.
Great side out there by Santry Calypso. A perfect pass in. Lovely high pass, lovely high set for Palarosa. And you can see Jessie just let that ball go past her. She saw the double block up and swung to one. Great play by Santry.
Credit to you, you called it.
Well, I didn't call Jessie, I was actually calling more Guardians.
Well, true. you called backing Santry to come out of a tight spot. Oh. That one arguably going long, but it was hit with power. Viri had no choice other than to try to keep that in play. Emer Byrne.
Emma Byrne back to serve there, but great swing there by Emer Byrne. And yeah, she was right to play it. Like, it was a 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
You know, you can't blame her for trying to get back behind it. Emma Byrne not holding back there. Oh, a great defense there. Saved by Guardians.
Oh, miscommunication on court, and Guardians find themselves in a spot of bother. We're at 25-25.
Oh!
Set point for Guardians. Yes, it would have been free ball opportunity, but how about that for a miscommunication at a critical juncture in a game?
Yeah, and like, it was a super defense by Daria to shift down the line, and good chase down. Good decision by Zidra to come in there and set. Emer Byrne, way to step up and take that, like, no fear, back down in the corner. A good response there by Guardians.
So another set point to Guardians. This time it'll be Emer Byrne to serve. 26-25.
Free ball opportunity here now for Guardians. Go out the wing. Hole in the block. Viri sits in that hole, deals with it well. Julia Fangini, beautiful cross court. Little off shot there, very clever. Another little tip in. Great defense there by Viri. Little bit of a miscommunication, but Paula still gets hands to it. Tip, yes. Oh, super. Again, Viri is all over it there in the back row.
The scrambling defence has been utterly superb for Santry Calypso, but they are staring set point in the face. They managed to save it. They managed to win the point. 26 plays 26. How about this?
Absolutely, and I think that point has to go to Viri. Just, again, reading there. Look, there was the... Gedra Gabetti was moving that set around. The block for Santry definitely scrambling, but Viri keeping it in the game. Loads of free ball opportunities there for Guardians. Need to keep that ball a little off the net. The first tip was the right idea by Gedra, but she was under pressure the second time, and the block was stacked.
Captain Bolarosa serving.
Goes short. Well dealt with by Zidra. A great swing there by Daria. Oh!
Valiant effort. That, from the moment it was struck, it looked like it was going to be a winner. Genuine power again. Dorota Picos with the serve. Guardians lead 27-26. And that's taken splendidly. Julia puts it deep. 27 plays 27.
She had no right to hit that line. I don't know how she did it. That set was so far inside. The block was stacked right in front of her cross court, which was like the right decision. But how she found that poacher stamp in the corner, I don't know. Super work.
Oh, 28 plays 27 now. Santry are in front. Have the set point. Their first of this game.
Again, the overpass punished once again by Vera. And if you're Santry, you are delighted to see Ilaria step back to serve here. Calm, cool, collected. It's a little tight. And again, the overpass is punished by Santry.
And they've got the opening set. 29-27. Wow. Okay, so breathe.
Yeah.
Take a moment.
Yeah.
How about that for the opening set?
It really swung in fortunes there. I guess the opener definitely going Santry's way, and Guardians settling themselves, getting into definitely more of a rhythm. I think that last quarter there is kind of indicative of what kind of game we should expect. It's going to be, I think we're going to get a lot of power from Guardians, but we're going to get some amazing defense and response from Santry. And it's which is going to do which. Have Guardians got the stamina to continually bring out that power and survive the constant return of the ball? Because a lot of those rallies, you know, Santry were bringing that ball back, bringing it back again, come at us again.
Yeah.
And it's which will bend first, that defense or that big power hitting?
Just the relentless defense of Santry, though, was so impressive. On so many occasions, just kept themselves in the point and somehow managed to chip away at points that Guardians looked like they had the chance to claim. Free ball opportunities not used by Guardians.
And you'd have to say at that point, you know, that we spoke about where VLY was just in the back row, hoovering up stuff she had no right to get hands to.
Yeah.
Again, that's a momentum shift. And you mentioned, you know, during that set, Santry do look a little bit more comfortable, even though maybe they're not at the advantage right now. And maybe that comes with, like, you know, having a winning season, winning last year. There's, you know, an ingrained belief there that you can win. Guardians certainly have that in them as well. And I think it's fine margins, and it could literally come down to momentum and that attitude.
Well, this is the kind of game now that's perfectly poised, because for Guardians, the way they started, they were completely up against it. They came back brilliantly. They then led. They got themselves numerous set points, weren't able to capitalize, but there are many positives that they could take out of the opening set.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, if we look back at the season so far, Santry have the upper hand, 3-1 in both games against Guardians. So, you know, Guardians have the bit between their teeth. You know, they won't be put down or put out by losing that first set so closely. And Santry certainly can't sit on their laurels and expect this game just to go their way. They will have to work hard for it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair comment, certainly. Both these sides have indicated that they've come to play. And while there have been a few errors here and there, it's largely been won by the brilliance and the opportunities taken rather than opportunities gifted. This is Santry, who have the opening set. They've beaten Guardians 29-27 in the opening set. Guardians second in the league. They don't want to finish second in the Association Cup final. And I suppose, in a sense as well, having a title behind you will reinvigorate your league season for Santry if they claim it. They're going to feel a little more invincible, you might suspect, whereas for Guardians, I mean, claiming this title would give them not just hope, but almost an expectation of being able to reel in Santry.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I suppose the league format is slightly different this year. Our top 4 teams will play off in a grand finals weekend. That's the May Bank Holiday weekend here. 1v4, 2v3 on the Saturday, and then your final on the Sunday. And exactly that, you know, both of these teams will have to play in those, will play in those grand finals weekends, and both be back at themselves to get to the final. But yeah, who has the competitive edge, the mental edge, the momentum? Very, very important.
Second set just about set to get underway. Libero's checking in. Both she and her sister have had a few injury concerns recently. I mean, how much has that disrupted their play, do you imagine?
I think they have kind of a lot of multi-positional players on that team. Dorota being one of them, very capable of stepping into the role of setter. So it definitely has maybe, I suppose, affected maybe the flow of their season. but I feel like this is their core, and maybe they have definitely angled that this weekend is where they're trying to get everything back in play. Certainly today they don't seem impeded.
No, not at all. Not at all. Leading the side
Beautiful
brilliantly.
pass.
Superb. Chekova with the winner. It's 1-1 in the second set.
Good decision there again by Gedra. Just instead of setting that ball maybe closer to herself, harder ball for Jessie to block there, and great work by Eliška, just working her way around that big lock. Ooh. Similar move by Paula there, but better recovery from Guardians.
Oh, going deep. Giulia Fergiani.
Great work on the free ball there, and a great option and decision by Paula Rosas to set back there.
Also a former MVP. 2023.
Yes, yeah.
Didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
Like, last year? I don't remember.
That was Viri last year, wasn't it?
It was Viri last year, yes. And an ace serve there by Giulia.
So Santry Calypso, 3-1 lead in the second set after having claimed the opening set. Yeah, exploiting the space.
Little smile on Emma Byrne's face there. She knows she mishit that. Viri did great though to get a touch on that, just not able to control it.
They all count?
They all count, yes. Pretty points win, points too. Nice swing, but well dealt with there. Dorota just changing it up, and the ball is still in play. Free ball opportunity here. Oh, cheeky little beach play there. Dorota on it on the net there again.
And this time doesn't go for Dorota because Santry somehow secured the point. 4 plays 2.
Yeah, that little sending the ball back on one, kind of reminiscent of Laura Ludwig, German beach volleyball player, Olympic gold medalist. It's a signature move of hers. That works fine if you've got 2 players in course, less so if you've got 6. Little miscommunication there. You have to think actually, like Gedra and Guido work really well together. When the pass isn't that great, Gedra is definitely, the libero, is definitely in a better position to take that ball, and she has equally good hands. So, you know, just a little bit of communication there, and that would have been a very hittable ball.
Ilaria Piacenza. There's the serve for Santry. Now that's completely miscued. Disappointment for Emma Byrne.
I think the ball is too high for her. I think she needs it quicker. She's waiting on that ball, and she's almost landing on it. And we've said, all right, that, you know, Guardians need to keep the speed in the game.
So how great an improvement for the Byrne sisters over the last few years, particularly Emma.
Absolutely. Both of them be starters on the national squad team. Love. Again, just that communication on the out of system ball. Oh.
Biggest lead of this game is now at 5. Santry Calypso leads 7-2.
Yeah, and I have to say Guardians are getting first touches on balls, but they're not quite high enough. And the second ball, there's a bit of confusion over it. So they just need to tidy up that second ball. Get a name on it again. There's an opportunity missing.
Just need to find a way to disrupt the momentum now. I mean, the timeout has got to be the way to do it. 8 plays 2, and timeout is being called.
By Guardians, yeah. Yeah, and like that always happened very quickly. Like, you know, that shift in momentum from going from, like, you know, a great first set to losing a run of points. And all Guardians need to do here is tidy up their pass a little bit. On the defense, get just a little bit more height. And they all need to become a little bit better setters, and that's literally down to communication. It's not a skill piece. At the moment, the ball isn't coming quite in there for Gedra to set, but there are plenty of other people who are more than capable of bump setting or overhead setting that pass, that second ball, and giving other players an opportunity to get a swing on that. Guardians are big hitters. All you need to do is get that ball up high enough, close enough to the net. All of them can do that. So right now it's just that communication piece on the out-of-system play, and they can turn this around.
Ilaria Piacenza continues.
A lovely pass by Emer Byrne. What a response. Down the line, go on. Just clipped off the top of the net by Jessie there. Again, such a good blocker. And that just clips the antenna, that set. Again, Guardians need to recognise that Jessie is taking on that wing block on her own. They have... Can they run something behind maybe Guardians? Try to move her around a little bit. Great serve and a great free ball opportunity here.
A wonderful save from Viri. Scrambling to get there. Oh, tried to go down the line.
Just a little bit of over-rotation, but I'll take that. It's a positive error. Again, you have a great wide set there. Coach Pavel just maybe giving Emer Byrne a little break here, just to sometimes even she's not playing particularly poorly or anything like that. A few errors, just actually get her calm a little bit, and sometimes stepping off the court and actually seeing the play. You know, it gives you, you know, a different perspective on the game. Sometimes it means you can see, actually, you know, it's not as mental as I've been imagining it to be. Go back on with a new vision on court. Great work there by Dorota. A little bit messy this play. Can Santry tidy it up? Good touch off the block. Dorota to set. Great job by Jess Dowling there. No fear in that swing. A tip. Great cover by Emer Byrne off the net, just not able to bring it back into court.
Yeah, that tip really made the play. Both these sides, again, scrambling defense, keeping themselves in the point, but it's Santry who've managed to capitalize. They get to double figures now.
Yeah, and if we're looking at scramble play, Santry are definitely winning in scramble play. So again, it kind of, Guardians need to tidy it up if they want to take advantage of that power. Santry seem to be happy to play in the scrappy. We need to, as you said, break this momentum somehow. A substitution there in for Guardians was Jess Dowling. And a reprieve here for Guardians with the missed serve. Jess going back to serve now. Another jump server. Likes to go flat and deep, ball tends to drop. Again, another little pocket rocket, lots of power.
Another one who's come through the Holy Family School.
That's a great block line up there. Nice defense. That ball looks tight. Well left there by Daria. She recognized that she wasn't going to get up there to joust and just let Anna try to bring that ball back into court. Didn't put her hands up to make herself a target to be tooled. Really clever play on an out-of-system ball.
Very smart play. The Guardians have still got plenty of work to do. They were down by 8 at one stage. They trail by 6 now. 11 plays 5. Santry lead, and by a set to nothing. Off the net.
Nice. It's going deep cross court. Great defense there by Ilaria. Seeing that, recognizing it. Jidra picking up those shorts. Very quick little second ball there by Gedra. Perfect time to do it. It was a, you know, the scramble play was kind of starting to creep in, but it was a lovely, perfect pass. You expect her to go out to the wing. Lovely, lovely decision there by Gedra.
Over in 2. Caught Santry completely unawares.
Oh, that is
an ace.
That was the one I was describing from earlier. That flat and just drops.
It genuinely dips with a great deal of intensity in the closing moments. I thought it was going long.
Yeah, it's a lovely serve. It's a lovely serve. It's so, like, and you can't blame Santry. That ball did look like it's going to keep going out, but when she connects with it, it just drops like a stone on the line. Great work by Jess Dowling.
So 4 unanswered points now. Guardians have got themselves from 8 down to 4 down. 11 plays 7. Santry Calypso still leading, but the timeout called here. Santry just looked to disrupt that momentum the Guardians have undoubtedly built up. And for just a moment, they thought that maybe the way the Guardians were unable to close out the opening set might have left them a little flat for the second, the way that Santry had started, rushing into that 11-3 lead. But Guardians are coming back strong.
Yeah, and the energy on court looks a little bit better now. You know, it was a good substitution bringing in Jess. Definitely bringing some steadiness there. Oh, and a great serve after a timeout. Oh, just clipping the top of the net, giving Guardians an opportunity here. Great fast set again. Like, number 19, Daria, is definitely a favourite there in that front row. And recognising you have a smaller setter there in Polarosas for Santry, Guardians need to take advantage of that if they're going to build a bit of momentum here.
So they continue this run. That's dumped in the net, disappointingly, from somebody who's been serving so brilliantly. Just Dowling.
Need to wipe that clean now and need to pass again. Paula Ross is back to serve.
Yeah, 6 great serves before that. Take nothing away from what she was able to do. We're back to within 3 of Santry, who now lead 12-8.
Lovely pass. It's a great block. Straight back in again, and great block. Oh, super coverage there. Super blocking by Santry, though. Tip. Oh, and it's still up. Free ball opportunity here now for Santry. Good decision, but it's a double touch.
The heartache for Santry. Did just about everything right, but for Guardians, they can delight with that point.
Yeah, and do you know what? Even though I know that looks scrambly, there was actually really good defense discipline, you know? You know, there wasn't any miscommunications, everybody was doing their job, and that's the difference now. They need to keep that.
Wonderful short serve. Ooh.
Straight down the line.
Emma Byrne takes one to the face, it seems.
Julia just apologising through the net. It's a great swing. I'm sure Emma won't mind. She's done that to plenty of people herself.
Yeah, that big booming Byrne
swing,
yeah, that is something special.
But great swing by Julia Fangini.
Very.
Uncharacteristic error there, not a good time. You don't want to be giving any momentum back to Guardians here.
So Guardians go to double figures now. 13 plays 10. They're down by only 3. And the captain with the serve for Guardians.
Ooh. A net touch there. That Guardians block is really finding its rhythm now there. It was super coverage by Santry. Again, not deterred by that block. Unfortunate to clip the net. Lovely serve, if a little unorthodox there, or lovely pass. And Ilaria just finding hands there and tooling that block. Really smart play by Santry there. Guardians have got their block together now, so, you know, Santry are going to need to use that block, tool that block, find their way around it. Really smart play by Ilaria. As we have a little clean-up on court here. People getting a little bit sweaty as we get into this game. Don't want anybody to slip.
Yep, wonderful surface. It's been transported in especially for these finals. Glorious synthetic material these days that's played on. Largely, still good few hard court floors that are...
Oh yeah, mostly like wooden sprung floors.
Yep.
But it's so nice to get to play on the Terraflex. So great of Volleyball Ireland to bring it down and install it. Sitting and waiting in defense. Ooh.
Oh, double block works.
Oh.
Oh, so nearly worked again, but it's Santry who collect the point. They go to 15, lead by 4.
Yeah. Great play by both sides there. Good defense, good blocking, good swinging. Ooh. And Alishka gets one back there. It's 1 for 1, middle be middle. You touch my block, I'll touch yours.
The medal here to Alishka Chekova. Yeah, claims that. So Guardians down by 3.
Nice pass, dealt well with by Evram. Good touches off the block there, slowing it down for Guardians.
Oh, backcourt attack that doesn't work. It goes long. Daria Bikush.
Yeah, she knows it's close, it's close. A good option.
Yeah, it was the right option. Absolutely.
Julia Fangini back to serve there. Lovely pass in by Gidra Kabute. And it's off the top of the block. Still alive for Santry. Oh, what a defense by Gidra Kabute. Oh my gosh. And she's there again.
That was a bonkers point, an absolutely bonkers point.
And that just shows the court awareness of Gidra. Like that overpass, she knew it was going to be punished by Jessie, and she just, I don't know, like teleported in there to get that up. You had to think, oh, that was Guardians' point to win. And when I saw Jess go up, I was like, hit line, don't hit into that big block. But maybe it just wasn't there for the hitting. But, you know, a play like that, yes, they haven't won that point, but that's a bit more momentum on their side. Santry very much still in control here, though.
Very much so. 17-12 up in the second set, leading by a set to nothing. That first set, bear in mind, went to 29-27. Santry a little more comfortable as things stand. They're 8 away from making it a 2-set-to-nothing lead in the best of 5 final.
Yeah. Substitution coming here. Jess Dowling, who's made a great impact on this game, serving really well and passing well. Emer Byrne back in. Emer just having maybe a little bit more of that height. Hopefully she can find that line that she found earlier. Good decision to serve at her. She comes in fresh, but she deals with it well.
She's got the winner. She wears 13. Some consider it unlucky, but there was nothing unlucky there.
No, and you know, like, it's a great decision by Julia to serve her. She's come back on fresh into court. See if you can catch her unawares, but well dealt with by Emer. Not the most perfect set to hit, but puts great power on it nonetheless. Ball just clipping the block, and it just didn't help out the Guardians' defense in that moment, but it's a lovely swing there nonetheless.
Santry Calypso with a lead of 5.
Lovely overhead pass there. Back set to Emma Byrne, and she swings. Only one block up. Nice response there.
Excellent response. It's precisely what you want from out wide. Looking for that diagonal cross-court kill.
Strong serve. Oh,
And that's not going to go.
Just not able to bring it back. Really strong serve there by Emma Byrne. Good hustle by Santry, but
No, starting to get to that critical phase again now. They were down by 8 at one stage. They only trail by 3. Make that 2.
great
Byrne
serve.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely lovely, lovely serve. Really going for it now. Really like to see that. Players on both sides really going after their serves. Finding their rhythm. It's an out of system play here.
Oh, clever.
And she either annoyed at herself. She cheated into court, anticipating the ball going somewhere else, but lovely thumb down attack there by Veery. Just tucks the power off, went for accuracy, and it paid off.
Great awareness to find a finish like that.
Oh! Great chase down there by Gidra. Daria kind of looking to her teammates saying, was that ball in or out? I played it. You know, again, that communication piece, really, really important in volleyball. When you only have eyes for the ball, you need information from your players. Help you determine what to do next. Nice pass. Emer Byrne going cross court in that moment. Well covered. She goes again, and she goes down the line, mixing it up. Little roll shot here by Veery, well controlled. Dorota with the slide. Santry all over it in defense again. Julia Fangini, well defended here. Gether chooses to dig it under pressure. Another great swing by Emer Byrne. Can't find the line this time, and it's a double called against Santry there in that moment. And finally, it's one of those long rallies where it's defenses versus power, and Guardians come out on top. Great patience there by the hitters. to wait for the ball, or even like Gedra just to decide to dig that ball under pressure. But again, Santry just keep giving that ball back. So good in defense. Lovely pass in by Ilaria. And the overset punished from one setter to another. Swinging cross court. Gedra made no mistake there.
Absolutely no mistake. You don't want to give somebody like Kira Gubite too much of an opportunity to consider something like that. And indeed, big boom finish. Guardians were down by 8. They only trail by 2.
It's a lovely serve. A tip ball here. Setter Gedra just, and unlucky, just swinging an arm out at it and not able to bring it back into court. Super tip there by Giulia Fangini, really well disguised.
Paula Rosas with a serve now for Santry. Calypso is to edge closer to claiming a 2-set advantage.
Nice pass in there by Emer Byrne. Set just not on the net there. Daria not quite able to put it away.
Goes between 2. It's the Byrne sisters side by side. They are bisected. Santry 3 away from claiming the second set.
Yeah, now, and I have to say, I don't know why Daria didn't go up to block. Like, there was plenty of time there. She left her backcourt wide open for exploitation. Lovely pass. Nice tool off the block, just pushing into the hands and swiping off it. Clever play, but she's going to have to stay turned on in defense if she wants to bring her team into this next set, or bring her team this next set, as Dorota goes back to serve now for Guardians. Backcourt setter for Santry, 3 attacking options. It's deep. That's a great decision by Giulia Fangini, again recognizing that Shidra is off the court in this moment. Oh, we have a replay point. I think we might have had a net touch and something at the same time, I'm not sure. Ball was definitely in court, but we may have missed that decision. Guardians get another bite of the apple.
So 22 plays 19.
Goes to the same spot, better dealt with there by Santry. Great cover off the block. Tip. Oh, and is it up? It's up.
Not for long. Not for long. Excellent recovery from Daria Bikosh to try to keep that ball in play. But it is Santry who are 2 away from a 2-set lead. 23 plays 19 as they claim the replay point.
Santry really cleverly have definitely started to incorporate more tips into the game, recognizing that Guardians block has got a lot more organized, and they are exploiting it. Nice wide. Still in court. The defense straight to set, love it. Oh!
Looks to put it down quickly, and Anna Churchman does that.
Lovely fast set there by Paolo Rosas. Great transition of play off the defense. Really great run by Anna there, just making herself available.
So set point.
Veery back to serve here for Santry. Nice overhead pass. Middle on middle. Ooh. It's a double touch there. Just couldn't get it out of her hands quick enough. Just a little awkward on the way down on the block. Alishka Chikova, you know, again, not quite the same big power hitter, but again, really clever using the block, placing the ball well. Oh, it's a really wide set. Nothing Ilaria could do with that.
Suddenly, 24-19 has become 24-21.
You feel Paolo Rosas is trying to set that ball wide, trying to beat that Guardians block. Certainly the right thing to be doing. Just got to keep it in court. Ooh, free ball opportunity here. Libro takes a swing at it. Well dealt with by Emer Byrne. It's an...
Oh, just when Santry were making life difficult for themselves, they've gone and claimed it. Daria Bikosh misses it in that final play, 25-21. Santry take the second set after winning the first 29-27. And they've got a 2-0 lead in the best-of-5 final.
Yeah, and again, Santry established a really strong lead from the start there, and even though Guardians came back, always felt like Santry were in control, and again, Guardians problem solved a good bit during that set, you know. They were making errors in the pass. The second ball wasn't, you know, being communicated well. They seemed to tidy that up, but they left themselves too big of a mountain to climb there in the end, and it meant that any error they made was you know, punishing. I suppose they couldn't play with quite the same freedom maybe there at the end, and you could see that off shots, you know, balls that should have gone in, that, you know, free ball opportunities, or I suppose maybe taking some of the power out of that, maybe taking some of the risk out of that. And they need to be able to play with freedom if they're going to play Santry, or beat Santry, or take this net set. But yeah, certainly have to say Santry look comfortable in the control, even as they stand there now and in between breaks and set, taking it all in their stride.
Well, for Guardians, they find themselves in an unenviable position. They're down by 2 sets in a best-of-5 final.
Having been here myself last year, we were down 2 sets against Santry this time last year. Everybody was like, oh, game's over.
It still went to a decider, yeah.
It still went to a decider, 15-13 in the last, and you know, that last set was, no one lost it. Very much, it was every point was won. And that's what I really hope we get to see now from Guardians. They have nothing to lose here, right? So 2 sets down, they need to play with a little bit more freedom, keep that speed. Their block is working really, really well. If they can just wear down that Santry defense, they have a shot at this set.
Yeah, the Santry block has stood up as required, certainly in that second set. But the way they were able to adapt their own attacking style, they didn't just rely on power in the second set, most notably. That was most impressive. The way they were adaptable and versatile during the set to change the game plan, as it were. Or seemingly the game plan from the opening set, and it paid off successfully.
Yeah, and so frustrating too to be beating by tips. It's hard going, so it is. But yes, definitely recognising that Guardians had fixed that block. Great, I suppose, court awareness, great coaching there, and being able to action that game plan. Really, really important.
The Volleyball Ireland Cup Finals weekend here at UL Arena. We're in Limerick. And this is the Women's Association Cup Final. It is Guardians against Santry Calypso, and Santry Calypso find themselves leading by 2 sets to none in this best-of-5 final. 29-27, 25-21. As things stand, the defending champions are 1 set away from successfully defending the title they won last year, and how they would love to do it in 3.
Absolutely.
And for Guardians, there's still much at stake. And bear in mind, this is a team that brings with it the heritage and pedigree of reeling off 4 cups in succession, starting 2017.
Yeah, I think your numbers are right there. Yeah.
Now, I suppose, is when the coaches really need to step in and make themselves heard. Pavel Muskovic in charge of Guardians, Julio Rico, the Santry Calypso coach.
Yeah, there's been some key substitutions and timeouts made. I see 1 change on the Santry team. Carly Donaghy coming in as a middle, and 1 other change.
Looks like Claudia Honorio's on as well. Yeah.
Yes, Claudia Honorio, yes. Recovering from injury this season. Great to see her back on court. And a significant change on the Guardian sides, with Dorota stepping into set. I mentioned during the game they have a lot of multi-position players. You know, we've seen her step in and take a few second balls during this game. See if she can change up the rhythm a little bit.
Ooh.
Forced to pass the first ball. Great out-of-system set by Emer Byrne. Block well dealt with by Santry, but it's a free ball opportunity here for Santry. Carly Donaghy, first swing of the ball just goes a little wide. Oh no, it's in.
It's clipped the line, yeah. It's called good. Paula Rosa starting this 3rd set with a very short serve.
Dorota ready and waiting, but that was a great swing there by Carly Donaghy, avoiding that 2-man block there. Somehow finding space to clip the line. Nice pass. Little roll shot, Paula well able to deal with it. Out of system here, it's a bit tight, but Ilaria somehow finding her way through that block. Super swinging there by Ilaria. Didn't pull out at all. And sometimes with that, some of that comes with trusting that your players have you covered, that you can swing into that block, and if it comes back, that you can cover it. And you can certainly see that well drilled into the Santry defense. Oh, great touch by Giulia Vangini just to bring that ball back into court. Free ball opportunity here for Guardians. Goes wide again down the line. Oh, and it's out. Right idea there. Nice width on the ball. The block was set cross court. Just couldn't find the court there in that moment. And even though Santry are looking comfortable with this 3-0 lead, it's definitely a little bit of vigor in this Guardian side. They're not going to go away. But they are definitely going to have to play a different option. Santry now stacking out there on Daria. They are recognizing that she is the favorite. That is the only person on the Guardian side that has been set. Maybe Dorota can go back row. She could go back row to Emma Byrne. She needs to move that Santry back around. They are looking entirely too comfortable. No decisions being made. No. Or questions being asked of the Santry defense there.
They need to break this run. 4-0 Santry Calypso lead in the early stages of the third set. Already leading by 2-1, and Dorota Pikosh gets up in that wall and makes the block.
Yeah, and all it just needed was a little change there. Seth Eliška tipped it deep. Give them an opportunity, give Santry an opportunity to respond. And a great block to finish at that point. Another short serve. Setters preferring the short serve here.
2 in succession here for Guardians. Double touch call against Santry Calypso.
Pass well dealt with by Lucia.
Oh, while the block was there, it lands outside the court. Santry Calypso will collect the point. They go to a 5-2 lead. Hits the net cord and drops.
Uncharacteristic error there by Ilaria. She's been really steady for Santry in the serve, but that flat serve just a little too low.
It's always nice when it clips the net cord and drops on the opposite side.
Absolutely. Sorry, not sorry serve. And an ace in response.
How about that from Daria Pikosh?
Beautiful serve.
Looked to have some swerve on that as well, just judging by the body language of Ilaria Picenza.
She goes deep this time and just a little too deep. Trying to mix it up a little bit, and that will be the aim of the game here, to keep variety in the Guardians' attack. As Carly Donaghy goes back to serve here for Calypso. Backcourt setters on both sides means 3 attacking options available to the setters. Pass a little bit off the net. Free ball opportunity here. Disappointing not to get a swing on that. Well defended there by Dorota. Emma Byrne is chasing that down. It's another free ball opportunity. They go again to Jessie. She doesn't make a mistake twice.
Genuine power. Oh, she timed that perfectly. Got up nice and high over the ball and powered it to perfection.
Yeah. Carly Donaghy back to serve again. Much better pass there. Going back to Emma Byrne. No fear on that block. Great cover by Guardians. Emma Byrne. Carly in the right spot, just can't control it. You can see Santry seemed to have really turned up the power here. And for Guardians, it's not just about defending that, it's about transitioning that into a beautiful tip there. Really good recognizing Eliška is not a libero, and standing deep there. Super court awareness there by Claudia.
Claudia Honorio, one of the several Brazilian players that has brought so much to Volleyball Ireland. certainly the National League and Association Cup finals. This has gone long, but it's got a touch on the way.
Just a net touch actually by a setter,
Oh,
or by a blocker there for Santry. So we're a reprieve for Guardians as they bring it to within 2. Oh, and that is a lovely swing on an out-of-system ball. A little bit short there for Emma Byrne to hit. Ooh.
Oh, free ball opportunity, and they've not used it, Santry Calypso.
Yeah, set just a little off the net. It was the right decision trying to run that slide, just didn't quite pay off. But do you know what? Just to draw your attention, that free, like that was a bad pass, but it was a great out-of-system set that Julia then hit. And love to see that, even though they didn't win the point. That is really, really, really nice play by Santry.
Yeah.
And Guardians are getting the first ball up high. They just need to get someone in there to set that second ball out of system if they want to take opportunities on that amazing defense that's happening. As a block touch out for Santry, as Julia Fangini goes back to serve.
Dangerous flat serve of hers. Some real power by Byrne again, looking to go down the line.
Ilaria sitting there waiting. Good recovery there by Santry. Emma Byrne in the back row. Great defense by Ilaria, or Claudia again. Oh, and super work by Claudia there down the line. Super work. She defended the cross court, she defended the line, she defended the line again. Again, you see Guardians just that super strong attack, but it takes 3-4 attempts before that defense can be broken down. Guardians have got to keep with them. Super defense by Santry.
Yeah, and that's a fair point. They've got to keep with them. They were down by 4 only minutes ago. Wow.
Lift called against Guardians there. Ball just popping back and panicking, throwing it back. Those moments, probably best just to pop the ball up high, recycle it.
Oh, how about that for a scramble? Ilaria.
Super work, and Daria goes again. Great decisions. Again, that great scramble play by Santry, but the free ball just goes straight back to Dorona, which you think, oh, that's great, your setter's out of play. But she has that wise head, that calm, that confidence in her hands. Do you know what? I'm not going to set this, I'm not going to pass it, I'm just going to set it straight out. And her daughter Daria are absolutely ready to transition and hit that. Way to turn over that free ball. Oh, it's a great slide by Carly Donaghy. Super work, a great set by Paula. Great response there.
Anastasia Lyashchenko, having made her way on just a moment ago, took the serve as well. Finds herself back off. Santry back in front by 2, 11 plays 9.
Nice pass in there. Ooh.
Guardians not giving up.
Certainly not. And Eliška, again, not the biggest, strongest hit, but again, really pushing those lines, peppering those lines, forcing that defense to step out of maybe their comfort zone. Clever play.
Ooh. That's going to be Guardians' points. We're level at 11. Santry were leading by 4 a short while ago. It's 11-11 now.
Yeah. Paula just saying, just calm it there on the pass. That's just a little too tight for her to deal with. Much better pass in there by Lucia Barota, and that is a double touch, but the block was well set. Emma Byrne and Eliška Chikova turning that ball beautifully back into court.
Serving from well deep of the baseline, a miscommunication between 2. Lucia and Julia.
Yeah, you can see Lucia saying, like, leave it to me, I'm the libero. Like, and she's right. You know, that ball has so much height, so much time. Julia should be transitioning to make herself available to hit. Lucia's all over that. And she's all over this one too. Ilaria just a little frustrated there. You can see she was trying to go deep cross court. A few errors creeping in now to Santry's game.
And not surprisingly, the timeout has been called here. They've gone from 4 points up to 3 points down.
Yeah.
That's a 7-point swing in a manner of points.
Yeah, and it's. I think this is what we want. We want Guardians to win the set, so we have more volleyball to watch, right? Okay, and from a neutral perspective, this is what we want. But it seems like Guardians have tidied stuff up a little bit.
Yeah.
Block certainly seems a lot more controlled. Santry block is still really solid, but I feel like they're maybe getting beaten a little bit more now. Maybe DeRota's bringing a little bit more speed into the game that allows the players to beat that Santry block. And a little bit patience as well. That Santry defense requires patience. Oh! Maybe not the best decision in that moment. Right on top, Eliška Chikova able to get in and suffocate that ball. But that pass needs to be better for Paula. And maybe it's from the service line. We're seeing a lot more pressure on the service line. Lucia Barota asking Claudia to step into the pass there.
So 15 plays 11. It's going to be 16 plays 11.
And you know, in that moment, that was a good decision by Lucia. Let's change the pass up. Let's give DeRota something different to look at. And DeRota said, oh, a new passer? Thank you, I'll take that. And took on Claudia, and you see they've gone back to their original passing format. So DeRota here, unfazed. Lovely roll shot there. Great work by Claudia Nora.
That was superb. It looked like she had almost been forced into only playing that diagonally across to one side and then changes the angle on it. Superb. Down the line, clips the line.
Great
suddenly
response.
That scoring run is broken. 16 plays 12. Guardians still lead. 17 plays 12 now. Byrne down the line.
Yeah. Definitely seems to be a little bit more speed in those sets, and that seems to suit Emma Byrne when she's on the fly. Very hard to stop her. Great pass in there by Lucia, taking control there. Lovely little tip. Guardian are wise to it now. And Emma Byrne on that ball. It was so tight, but not afraid of that block. Claudia going for the off shot. Back set against Emma Byrne. And the block is there, but just can't quite penetrate over. Lovely to see that free swinging from Guardians there, and much better coverage on the tip. That previous set, that ball was dead, but Guardians have certainly switched on to that.
10-point shift for Guardians this set. That's quite remarkable.
Good recycling off that ball. Is there a touch off that block? There is. Yeah.
So 18 plays 13. Santry down by 5 in this third set.
Yeah, and again, Santry having to shake up their attack a little bit more, having to play a little bit riskier. And great move by Julia Fangini, finding hands there.
Lovely serve out wide from Carly Donaghy.
Recycle off the block there. Ball not quite right. Free ball opportunity here for Santry, but Palarasa had to take that ball. Oh, what a touch! Such good court awareness. DeRota having a look before she plays that free ball. And it's in.
Wonderful, wonderful work from Jessie Manwaring.
Such great court vision. Such great court vision. Had that double block up in front of her. It's like no problem. Saw again the hustle to clear the court to try and get that ball back. Super good court awareness.
It's the first time in the game though Santry find themselves down, so this is a little bit of a tester here. Well, for Guardians, it's about trying to manage the remainder of this set if they can.
Nice serve there by Carly Donaghy. It's a free ball opportunity here for Santry. You have to think it's going to Jessie. It is. Double block up and all, but still powers through.
18 plays 15. Guardians still in front, but the timeout called now.
Yeah.
A 6-point lead has been cut to 3.
Strong serve there by Carly Donaghy, free ball opportunity fully exploited by Santry. If she can keep that pressure from the service line, ask questions of that Guardians pass, that can really bring the team back into this. You know, you've a really strong, but not just strong, really clever hitter in Jessie, number 18 for Santry. And if Paola has the opportunity to run her, and you know, I fully believe that she will be able to make those plays even up against that double block. I wouldn't be surprised if she sees that double block and tips right to the left or right of it. Backcourt setters on both sides, 3 attacking options. It's all fair. Nice serve by Carly Donaghy, but Shidra is well on it. Emer Byrne off the top of the block, but Ilaria gets a hand to it, and it's a great transition to play by Santry, well blocked out by Eliška. And no block there. It's a little bit messy.
And Santry can claim full advantage of that. They were down by 6, they're back to within 2.
And that all came from that great defense by Ilaria and a really good set out of system, and Giulia Fangini getting a swing on it. Super work. Carly Donaghy bringing her team back into this game with this serve. It's short. Ooh. Free ball opportunity again. Yeah. Jessie going deep.
Yeah, she's done it again. Same play. She's seen it. She exploits the space and has a point that has Santry Calypso back to within 1 now. 18 plays 17. Guardians still lead in his 3rd set. And they're making a change now, Guardians. Yvette Simon makes her way on.
A really good move there. They need a little defensive something here, Guardians. And Yvette, a great bleach player, a great player. She's really fast in defense. Oh, what a swing by Emma Byrne, but Paola Rossa is on it. Claudia down the line. What a play by Santry. And again, it's that out of system play. Like a super defense by Paola Rossa. Your setter's out of system. Carly Donaghy steps up, no bother, sets the perfect out of system ball. Claudia down the line. Great response by Santry.
Carly Donaghy, this has been a series of sensational serves. We've set up so many successive points for the Santry side. Down by 6 a moment ago. They're back on level terms at 18 plays 18. Guardians need something. It's not going to happen here. 19 plays 18. Santry are 6 away from the title.
Way to turn that around. Again, it's that attitude in defense right now. And we said earlier that like Guardians have a lot of power. Santry are amazing in defense.
Yeah.
But I think the next add-on to that is, yes, Santry gets so many great defenses off these amazing powerful hits, but they then transition them into attacks. They're not just giving free ball opportunities. So if they can keep Carly Donaghy in serving and they can keep defending, but more importantly transition those into attacks, they're really asking questions of Guardians here. The pass has been good by Guardians. Dorota's making good decisions, but Santry are just dogged in defense. Can Guardians keep up with it?
Carly Donaghy continues for Santry Calypso.
Oh, clips the top of the net. She breathes a sigh of relief, I'm sure. And a great swing by Emma Byrne. Dorota's been trying to find her the last few points. She's definitely a key player. Good change up by Emma.
19 plays 19. All-important 3rd set here. If Santry take it, it's the title. It's done. If Guardians take the 3rd set, we're off to a 4th.
Nice pass in there by Evram. Oh! It was a really nice setting decision. It just flowed a little bit past Jessie in that moment. Evram read that the error might happen, just couldn't quite get the free ball back over. You have to say, Santry are playing with a little bit of freedom. They're mixing stuff up a little bit. They recognize they have to try and get around that Guardians block. Nice swing by Claudia down that line. Super work, super work. Great side out there by Santry.
The Honorio hammer. Wow. Uses it down that line. 20 plays 20. That serve's gone long, well long. A little too much power.
Yeah, and Guardians can breathe a sigh of relief now here. Emma Byrne back to serve. Front court setters on both sides. Ooh. Oh! And sometimes you just need a little bit of luck.
22 plays 20, Guardians in front.
Emma won't mind me saying that, but I bet she is like counting her lucky stars on that ball. She won't do that again, but a great serve, no fear there. And a swing down on the overpass. All from that great serve by Emma Byrne. We've seen servers bring their teams back into the game. We saw Jess Dowling do it in the first set. We saw Carly Donny do it here for Santry. Can Emma Byrne close out this set as a good timeout taken here by Jules Rico to try and break this run?
23-20, all of a sudden Guardians are back in it. Santry went from 6 down to lead by 1, but it's Guardians who are now 3 in front and 2 away from taking this to a 4th set.
Yeah, the momentum swings will give you whiplash.
Yeah, it's been crazy. People talk about the emotional roller coasters of so many of these matches, but my word, this one is genuinely done that.
If you're looking at your lineups here, you have to think if a good pass goes in, Paola Ross is going to set Jessie. Guardians have to recognize that in their block. Pass isn't great. Goes backcourt to Claudia. Lovely little roll shot, well dealt with by Yvette. And a double block there by Santry, well read and dealt with. Super work by the Santry block there. Julia Fangini and Jessie joining forces to shut that Guardians attack down. Julia back to serve. It's a little tricky, but Emer Byrne takes a swing at it all the same. What a
sensational block from Anastasia Lishchenko. And that sets up set point for Guardians.
Yeah, both sets on both sides there, a little off the net, and you know, wing hitters maybe not getting the swing that they want at it, but what a lineup and what a time to do it. Anastasia, you know, when everybody was like expecting that ball just to be roll shotted over, no, shut it down. Let's not ask any more questions of our defense. Super work. Emer Byrne back to serve now for Guardians. What a serve! And a free ball opportunity here for Guardians. It has to go out wide. Nope, goes into that set. Middle, tip there by Anastasia. Well dealt with by Avram. Claudia from the back row, and she makes it go again, and it's a touch off the block. She's been really effective from the back row for Santry, a really solid option, especially when maybe the defense is high in the middle of the court or the pass isn't great. Always making herself available to Paola.
Yeah, the backcourt attacks have been impressive, certainly from Claudia Noria. The serve, it's a good one as well.
Oh, one single block. Carly getting touch on that ball, just slowing it down. Great work. And it's another block by Guardians. Can they go again?
Oh, Guardians
that is
take
in.
it. 25-22. They're back in this.
Super work by Anastasia for Guardians there. Maybe hasn't been as impactful from an attacking point of view, but 2 key blocks, recognizing in that moment that her, I think it was Ilaria's or Julia's hand dropped back, going to tip, delays her block, up, swipes that away. Super reading on the attack there, and Guardians are back in it.
Guardians are back in it, and they certainly didn't look like a side that had dropped the opening 2 sets, despite the fact that we've had 3 completely different storylines in the 3 sets that we've seen so far. The Santry and Guardians going head-to-head in the opening 29-27, eventually Santry Calypso taking the opening set. Then Santry largely dominated the second set, but the way Guardians came back, they were trailing by 4, they led by 6. They eventually secured the set by 3, 25-22, in a story of momentum shifts that was virtually unexpected.
Yeah. Hopefully now they've all sorted out all of their issues there, because I feel like everybody went through a patch of, okay, the block is working now, but now the pass isn't, or out of system play is working on one side. You know, it's like there's a high on one side and a dip on the other. I think Santry have shown that not only are they really good defenders, but they're transitioning to out of system hits really kept them in that set and brought them back into that set. Again, Guardians I think they're playing a little bit quicker now to try and beat that Santry block and try to question that Santry defense. The question is, can they keep the consistency in that speed, and can they keep the, I suppose, the endurance of that up? That was a question we asked at the start.
Yeah.
We still don't have the answer, which is great. Some key substitutions there as well. Carly Donaghy coming on for Santry, served and played really, really well. Anastasia coming on as a middle as well in that game. I suppose Dorota, having now switched to being a setter, like, so impactful there at the end when it really, really mattered in the crunch time. And I think the switch to make for Dorota a setter, she's looked really, really steady, made some good serving decisions, made some aggressive sets, like, you know, setting the first ball sometimes even, just to give Guardians that little edge over that Santry defense.
Yeah, she deserves a great deal of credit, not only for that serving series that really got Guardians into the lead in that third set in the first place, but indeed, as you say, some of the decisions that she made. But that comes with time and experience. She's got that in abundance. I mean, somebody who's played at the World Championships, she knows what this is about. She knows how to win a game, and she understands the dynamics and nuances that can help bring the team through, as you say.
Yeah, and she, you know, if you kind of watch her on court, like, she's a real actual calming force. You can kind of see she seems to manage the emotions of players. You know, she also kind of owns her own errors as well, you know, so she seems like a really strong leader on that court. It looks like she's going to be the first up to serve for Guardians. And hopefully she can get her team off to a strong start.
Certainly impact from Guardians in this third set. We're going to a fourth now. 29, 27, 25, 21. Santry Calypso took the opening two sets, but 25, 22. Guardians took the third. We're just moments away from the start of the fourth set.
Santry's still chatting, and the whistle has been blown.
Women's Association Cup final. It'll take you by surprise. Paula Rosas is not taken by surprise. Down the line she goes for the opening point.
Yeah, great swing there by Claudia Nora. A great addition there. She's gotten a lot of swings down the line. Nice pass. Little tight. Ooh. Just a miscommunication there. Jessie reading that was a set or a tip and not choosing not to block. However, Paula Rossa was all over that tip cover. So, loads of people there, which is great to see, but all we need is one. As we have Daria back to serve. Oh! And that's an ace. Great serve deep to the corner there. Oh, and it's Doug there, free ball opportunity. Gidra all over the free ball. Back set there to Emma Byrne. Great defense again by Paula Rossa. And there we go. There is that set out of system. Great swing by Giulia Fangini. The Guardians block reading that well, but just not able to shut it down.
Very difficult to get it right, but you give yourself a chance. Guardians not getting it right on this occasion. It's 2-2 in the fourth set. Santry leading by 2-1.
One block up. Emer Byrne choosing rightly to go cross court, but Evram all over that. Gidra hot-footing it out of the way. That's a much better out of system play there by Guardians. Like to see it, and it's long and it's paid off. There we go. Giving your players opportunities to swing. It might not end the point, but it puts a bit more pressure on that Santry defense, which is so solid. So great to see that reflected in the Guardians play there. And a missed serve into the net. Less than ideal. Giulia Fangini back to serve now for Santry. Set a bit tight, but well dealt with by Dorota. And again, Paula Rosas taking that first ball. Evram stepping in to set it. And Jessie powering through that Guardians block.
And that block that was working, particularly towards the end of the third set, is Anastasia Leshenko. Not quite working the way I would like here. Oh. That's a great lift.
Oh, and again, there we go. Yeah, the system play is paying off on both sides there. Super block by Santry, but great cover by Guardians to recycle that ball.
4-4 in the fourth set. 2-1. Santry Calypso lead.
Oh, I'd say that was close.
That was a great leave. Especially when you've seen a few just dip in and clip the baseline, to leave it that confidently. That's a very bold move.
Oh,
Gets it wrong, turns away. Emma Byrne immediately recognizes the error. Needs to forget about that now and continue doing what she's been doing.
yeah, and front court setter for Santry means only one man block up. Nothing to be afraid of there. Oh! One way to deal with the tight pass. Free ball opportunity here for Guardians. Backcourt set to Emma Byrne. Oh! That speed is what she likes. That speed, that ball is set fast and just a little lower than maybe it has been earlier, and it means Emma comes onto it like a train and hits her favorite shot cross court. Great swing by Emma Byrne. As her sister Emer steps up to serve, it's a great pass. Paula taking the opportunity to tip it, but well read by Gidra. It's through the hole in the block, but Santry again recycling. Claudia Nora with the roll shot. Oh, and that was a great read by Anna. And chasing that ball out on her own to block, just not able to turn it back into court.
Sensational read, but disappointing that the block would end up wide of the opponent's court. Guardians serving at 6-6. Byrne.
Lovely pass off a very tough serve there. Again, they recycle it. Free ball here for Guardians. And it's a free net.
Oh.
But you know what? Dorota does something I sometimes do. But she roared at her middle there, Anastasia. Come on, come on, come on, run it, run it. Knowing full well she was never going to set her. Just pulling that Anna, the Santry blocker, and leaving the court wide open for Daria to put it away. Super work by the setter, and followed up by an ace by Emer Byrne.
Got it into that little corridor of uncertainty where Claudia Noria needed to make a decision. Does she leave it or does she play it? In the end, it's an ace. And another.
Great, great work. We've seen Guardians before pull themselves into lead, pull themselves back into a game by serving really tough and asking questions of that serving unit. Oh, that's just going long. Just going long. Do you know, there's been a few balls have just drifted long, but they're aggressive serves.
Yeah, you'd rather see somebody making an error going for it than not.
Absolutely, absolutely.
If you're going to play your shot, play it with confidence, even if it is going to end up wrong. Daria's power, though, is immense, and while the block was there, ball ricochets off the block and out of play. My word. Daria Pikosh has some sensational power.
Absolutely. Santry recognizing that she is the favorite now. They have two hitters up. Who are they going to pick to block? It has to be Daria in that moment. Poor time for a service error.
Guardians lead by 2. 10 plays 8. Santry Calypso with the serve.
Great pass in there off another tough serve. Backcourt attack. Emma Byrne defending her own ball. And it's again powered through. Yes, well recognized. It's a double touch there. Super defense by Emma Byrne there. Like her ball was blocked, but she hit that from behind the tack line. And to get in there somehow and get a touch on it, bring that back into play. Again, that Santry block is up there. It's just not able to contain Daria. Lovely pass in there by Ilaria. Julia Fangini. Lovely touch off the block. That's a double, yeah. Just coming out uncleanly from the hands there, Dorota. Uncharacteristic error.
Anna Churchman continues to serve.
Good talk there by Gidra, calling that ball early. Emma Byrne up to swing. I don't know whether she was going for hands or whether it's just maybe a missed timing or something there. There was a hole in the block to be exploited. I feel like just didn't quite connect with it there.
Santry Calypso back to within 1. 10 plays 11. They're serving but the point down.
Oh, what a defense! What a swing! And back again. And another great defense with Palarasa. Ah!
It's not going to go. Guardians will claim the point. Back in front by 2. 12 plays 10.
Super work there by Palarasa to get touches on those balls. Ilaria just not able to maybe bring it into a controllable play back into court, but well dealt with there by Paula, making something of it. Emer Byrne, oh my goodness! What a turn down the line by Emer Byrne there. You certainly feel that Guardians have turned up the heat a little bit on those swings. Going short. Oh, and again, Palarasa on that. Okay, another out of system ball, Emer Byrne.
Well, this is sensational play from Guardians. They go 4 clear, 14 plays 10.
Super defense on both sides, like covering off those blocks. You know, balls people have no right to be getting up. Amazing. The difference in that point in this set compared to set 2, even the middle of set 3 there is Guardians recycle that ball, put it up for a hittable ball and hit it. And you know, that seems to be, they seem to be swinging now with more ferocity. They're getting more swings, challenging that superb defense of Santry, but challenging it more. We have a change in setter here for Santry as Viri comes into set. So Claudia Anoro has been taken off, and I'm not really sure what Julio is trying to do here, because Claudia was a front court hitter. So now I think they don't know what rotation they're in. Anyway, he's brought on Viri as an opposite or a setter. He's either going to play a 2-setter system and have Viri set when she's in the back row. Fair enough. And constantly have 3 hitting options. We'll see how it plays out. Touch off the block?
Yeah,
no.
Thought there might have been, but call is no.
Guardians need to remain focused here.
Santry Calypso down by 3 in this full set. 12 plays 15. Viri to serve.
Lovely back swing to Emma. Touch off the top of the block. Paola Rasa is setting.
Oh, sensational.
Thought she might do that earlier. It was a great spot. That was exactly what I was like. She's definitely going to do that some stage, that double block. She's going to pop it there, just to the left of them. Really short. Again, such good court vision. She's pushed it long a few times, then to bring it back short. Super, super work by Jessie. Nothing there Dorota could do with that now. Just chase it down, try to bring it back into court. And Santry have brought themselves back into this game.
Timeout called. 15 plays 14 as things stand. Santry Calypso down by 1. They're certainly not down and out. They lead by 2 sets to 1. We're in the 4th set. It's still very much anybody's game. I'm not going to ask you if we're going to a decider because neither one of us would have suggested at 2-0 up that this was a game over situation.
Absolutely not, no.
Guardians have done brilliantly though. The way they dominated in that third set, even with its momentum shifts, to claim it 25-22, get themselves into a fourth set. Santry Calypso serving to go to 15 all.
Set just a little tight, even though there's only one blocker up. You'd like to have seen Emer Byrne maybe take a swing at that, be brave. And a great response by Santry. Jessie swinging deep there.
She's spotting the space so incredibly well. The Guardians, no real answer when the ball is going to Jessie Manwaring.
Yeah, and Santry have got to keep using her. Keep that block questioning. Oh, it's tight. Covered again. It's a little bit scrappy. And it's short, well covered by Emer Byrne. She transitions out back to Emma, her sister. Powers through that block. And that's the end of that. That was a bit messy.
Scoring run is done. 16 plays 15. Guardians are back in front.
I think the team that is brave and swings at every opportunity is the team that's going to take this set. As soon as a team stops swinging or takes something off, that's going to affect momentum. I think it's going to affect energy. There's no room for breathing space here. Both teams have to go all out at this point. And Julia Fangini there, leading by example, swinging straight through that block.
And she gets to take the serve. 16 plays 16.
It's a great swing, but well dealt with by Evram. It's just an overshot pass. Just rolling along the net there. Started with a great defense, but just couldn't break it high into court. Guardians have got to recognize that Paula Rasa is not blocking. And yes, Jessie is a great blocker, but Emer Byrne can swing around it. She just needs the space on the set. So long as they can keep that up, they will keep themselves in this game. Free ball opportunity here for Guardians. Oh, unlucky. How Anastasia was able to turn that, cross that double block, I'm not sure. She was so unlucky not to clip the line. That double block just forcing her wider.
Matching one another point for point as things stand. Jessie Manwaring with a serve. Twisting serve, but well dealt with. And that's going to be Guardians back in front. Emer Byrne. Emer Byrne.
Yeah, again, that single block. Emer going sharp cross court. No fear there in that swing. Oh, off the top of the block there. Nothing Gidre could do to bring that back into court. And we are going point for point here.
Quite literally alternating points. Santry Calypso, 7 away from a title potentially. Guardians, 7 away from a decider.
Straight out to Daria. Ooh, that block is so close to getting a handle on her, but just not yet. You can see Anna there swinging a fist in frustration. They're setting it well, but she is finding ways through and around it, is Daria. Interesting move here by Pavel. Anastasia missed her last serve, and Jess Dowling in that first set got a lovely run of serve for Guardians. Let's hope Jess can bring some of that momentum that she brought them in the first set. Lovely serve. Well dealt with by Santry there. Veery up, and she finds that spot. And really clever play again, recognizing the liberos off the court. Jess Kevin served really well, but in the wrong place on defense.
Maintaining that run, point for point, point for point. We're at 19-19.
Oh, oh!
That's out. Not by much though. 20 plays 19. Suddenly we've got succession of points for one team. Santry Calypso are 5 away from the title.
Guardians need to calm down. Need to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Use their hitters, and a miss serve at a key opportunity there, uncharacteristic from Ilaria. A reprieve for Guardians. Just gives them a minute now to settle here. Dorota back to serve. Goes short, well dealt with by Lucia Barota. Oh, what a touch! What a touch! Another great swing. Guardians back in system here. It's Daria up to swing. She gets out of the way, and it is a block out. Santry choosing to run Viri there through the middle. She is stacked as an opposite, but making a decision there to keep Anna as to hit behind the setter and Viri to hit through the middle. And it's deep. Good take by Ilaria. Julia Fangini clips the top of the block. And it's out to Daria again. And Lucia Barota dipped, but it was well in. Well in.
Guardians 3 away from the set. 22 plays 20. Dorota Picos to serve.
Nice serve there. Paula having to play it back to Anna, who sits on opposite, and the block out. All right, as Jessie rotates into the front row for Santry. Alishka Chakova of Guardians will be licking her lips to try and get a handle on that. Any hits that come through the middle. Oh.
It's just too good.
Yeah.
Too much power. Daria Picos has got immense power. And she's had that very firmly on display this afternoon.
Yeah, and a lovely set again by Dorota. Timeout called there by Santry.
23-21, it's Guardians who lead. In this fourth set, Santry Calypso leading by 2 sets to 1, 29-27, 25-21. They took the opening 2, and then Guardians 25-22. They struck back brilliantly in the third, and they find themselves 2 points away from taking this to a decider.
Yeah. Santry, whether they make an almighty comeback at this set or not, they need to get a handle on Daria. She is getting swings, she is beating that block. They need to figure out their blocking on her. Right now it feels like the block is maybe making one decision and defense isn't quite setting up around it. If they can sort out her as a key player, that will be key going into this last set if we get a fifth.
Serve is good, but the return is even better. Back to within 1 point of their opponents.
3-man block up against Jessie, and she's like, it's okay guys, I'm just gonna push it deep, don't worry about it. Again, great court vision. I also think it just shows like there's no ego. Like she could have hit that ball, but she's like, no, I'm gonna play with people. Super work.
It's that amazing vision to, during plays, be so aware of where the spaces are and then to exploit them successfully.
Oh!
And she's got another winner here.
Just shutting that down.
23 plays 23.
You can never outrule Santry. Timeout called by Guardians.
And they needed to. They absolutely needed to. This point is critical. Santry win it. It's championship point. Calypso win it. The decider is on the cards.
Absolutely.
Guardians win it.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. All right now, Guardians need is just one good pass in, nice and calm and high. Dorota has 3 attacking options. She's up against a front court setter in Paula. That means there's going to be a 1-man block up. Jessie, is she going to cheat to Emma Byrne or to Emer Byrne? If I'm Dorota, I would set Emma Byrne. Oh, okay. Emer up to swing.
Misses it.
All started with the pass. Need to get that pass in so we can get a good swing on that ball. Santry have ground their way back into this set, and it is championship point.
Championship point, 24-23. Santry Calypso lead. Veery with a serve, but there's going to be a change for Guardians.
There was a substitution we must have missed earlier. We must have missed Daria stepping off and Yvette coming on. But Daria is back on court now.
Championship point here and now for Santry Calypso. Veery to the serve.
Ooh, a little bit of confusion there. Emer Byrne up to swing. Such a hard angle.
That is the ending. Disappointment right at the death for this Guardian side, but it's celebrations for Santry Calypso. They claim it spectacularly, 25-23 in the fourth set by 3 sets to 1, 29-27, 25-21, 22-25, and then 25-23.
Yeah, how cool and calm and collected of Veery there to serve them out, put pressure on that passing unit. And in the end, that was just the difference there. You know, Guardians couldn't get that ball in for that strong attack that put them so dominantly through this set. But you can never turn your back on Santry Calypso. They are always within it. And you have to say, even at times when they were down, they did look calm. They looked in control. A superb play by both teams. Again, we said it was going to be a question of, was it going to be a day for the defense or a day for the big power attackers? And it certainly looked like Guardians had turned it right on.
Yeah.
But again, that tenacity, I think, in the Santry defense, being able to turn those defenses into attacks, just might have been the edge in the end.
Well, it was a game of momentum shifts undoubtedly, and it left us thoroughly entertained. Santry Calypso, though, are champions for another year. After the 3-2 win last year, the defending champions have successfully defended their title. The league leaders will take a title into the continued run to try to claim the league title as well. The Women's Association Cup title for 2025 goes the way of Santry Calypso. They've beaten Guardians by 3 sets to 1, 29-27, 25-21, 22-25 and 25-23. Reggie Halpin, thank you very much for your time and appreciate your thoughts and insights. Final comment, though, on what you saw.
Championship performance by Santry. You know, they are the league leaders at the moment for a reason. They are back-to-back cup champions for a reason. They are a team who know how to win, and congratulations to Santry Calypso. Thank you to Guardians for giving us such a fiery display, giving some beautiful volleyball, and they can hold their heads up high, and I'm sure they have learnt a lot as they go into the grand final weekend. I would love to see these pair fight it out again.
Oh, I think many will. Many will indeed. Well, that is where we leave it then for the Women's Association Cup final. It's Santry Calypso who are champions. Congratulations to them, and indeed the valiant spirit and sportsmanship that Guardians showed throughout this game. Well, that's where we leave it. Santry Calypso champions by 3 sets to 1.
going for you. Yeah, for the presentation. I'll put some here.
There's a party already. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, come in a massive round of applause for this year's finalists, Gardians, Santry, Calypso. What a game of volleyball. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we will have the presentation. Here to present the medals today, Volleyball Ireland President, CEV Vice President, Clodagh Nicana. Assisting Clodagh, Lachlan Walsh, President of the Olympic Federation of Ireland. First, we'd like to welcome up our referees. Can we give a massive round of applause for Giordano dos Santos and Grania Culleton. Thank you, referees. Referees, fantastic job. Thank you so much. So, please keep the round of applause going. This year's runners-up, Gardians Volleyball Club. Well done, girls. Fantastic cup run. Fantastic. Score shoot.
Captain last again here.
What?
Captain last.
Yeah, captain last one. Let's hear it one more time for this year's runners-up, Gardians. MVP. I just give them, yeah, just give us 1 second, they'll get them. Yeah. All right, before we get to the champions, we have the MVP award. MVP is going to Paula Rassa. Well done, Paula. Fantastic game of volleyball, thoroughly deserved. MVP, MVP. And now, let's bring up the VLY Association 2025 champions, Santry Calypso! Viviani, let's go first. Congratulations. Unbelievable. What a champion, what a champion. Stand up.
I can give that to him.
Here we go, and Coach Julio. Paula, if you stay for the cup, stay for the cup. And so, all remaining is the raising of the cup. Captain will bring it back to the team. Let's make some noise one more time for the champions. Santry Calypso! Thank you so much, girls. Do not go away. We have the small matter of the Association Men's Cup Final coming right up between Docky and Trinity College.
I always forget that song. And now it is, yeah, okay. So this will go on your...
Okay.
Yeah.
Best. Yeah.
Okay, this is... Wait. You want to step back?
Yeah. Hello.
What's your name?
Paula.
Paula.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Do you want me to tell you the questions?
Yeah, please, a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just gonna ask.
it's not recording at the moment.
Your microphone is on, but I'll just.
I'm not gonna get like long ones.
That's totally fine. Here.
My own as well, so...
Yeah. Is that I got
Another one.
Ah, okay.
Maybe on your medal.
Will it pick me? Will it pick up mine? Will it pick up my voice as well? What I'm asking. Yeah, I think that's creative. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
This camera, don't pay attention.
Okay. Okay, we're here with Paula after a post-match interview. Just have a few questions for you, Paula.
Yeah, of course.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You had an outstanding performance today as a setter for the team. What was your mindset coming into today's match, and how did you execute such an awesome win for us?
Well, there were tough moments during the match, but I think the main teamwork and also knowing that the opponents were strong, we were putting high standards as well. So just keep the ball up, fight for every rally, and yeah, that worked really well.
Perfect. You had an outstanding game, like I said. In the third set, there was a dip in energy, it felt like, but you pulled out and secured that win in the fourth set. Tell me a little bit about your mindset going into the fourth set and how you were able to secure that win.
Well, we knew that was going to be tough because the other team wanted really to win, but we just keep it stronger. We applied all our skills, all these days that we were working in our sets, hits, and different strategies, but mainly the motivation and the fun. We forgot about the difficult moments. Just go for it.
Thank you so much, Paula. Congrats on the
Thank you,
win.
thanks a lot. And thanks for all supporters who were here and who were watching live. And thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Paula.
Thank you. Nosotros tres, güey, qué pedo.